to you in Polish. What did he say to you?
Yeah, he said I'm not fat anymore. So he was referring that I lose some weight, maybe over the past camp. Yeah.
Were you surprised that he was able to speak some Polish?
No, I knew he speaks Polish. I know he has a Polish root, so yeah, I wasn't surprised. A little bit that he was saying it when he was recorded, because I had the rumor that he don't wanna talk much when he got interviews or something. But yeah, he was speaking Polish. He was speaking Polish well.
Yeah, and obviously this is your second main event, I believe, of your career. Tom has never gone past round 2. He has been booked for main events. So do you think the key for you is to drag him into deep waters?
The key is for sure to drag him in the deep waters. I don't know about the going to the further rounds. It's something unknown for sure how Tom will be look like in third, 4 or 5 round. But I'm not sticking to the plan that he will get tired and I will finish him. I just wanna go hard right from the beginning, because if I want to make him tired, I have to get tired too, and I don't want to just stay there and wait for him to get tired.
Yeah, and both of you have shown off your ground game throughout your UFC career. First of all, what do you think of his ground game, and do you envision that this fight will play out on the ground?
I see his ground game. I saw his impressive performance with Alexander Volkov. So he's very good. I knew his ground game is on such a high level before. I spoke with some people, even from Poland, who train with Tom Aspinall, and yeah, we'll see. I don't feel like uncomfortable go to the ground with Tom. I confident about my skills there too. Yeah, we see how it plays out.
And you've been in the UFC since 2016. How do you think the heavyweight division has changed over the years? Do you think it's the best it's ever been?
Well, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's because I'm here. Yeah, it's a really fun division right now. I think it's because there is lots of contenders there. Lots of fighters who just right now can fight for the belt, and they're not getting in because it's so busy. So it's very interesting division, and bringing the John Jones, he got much more interesting because I see him as a bigger star right now fighting. So yeah, some division that people keep an eye on.
And like you said, it is wide open. So where do you feel like a win over Tom Aspinall would put you?
Well, I'm hoping to put me in top 5, but probably that I will get another fight to get the title fight. That's something realistic. I look at it realistic. So I will probably need another fight to get the chance at the belt.
And you mentioned John Jones. He's fighting Stipe. How do you think that fight plays out? Who wins?
I see that it's hard to bet against John Jones. Whatever he did in the octagon, he always comes with the hand raised. So and I'm a fan of his style of fighting, and I'm picking John to win it.
And he kind of hinted at retirement a little bit. Do you think if he beats Stipe, he sticks around, or do you think he'll retire?
Hard to tell, because he was saying that he will retire, and then he got back, and then he say some other stuff which he didn't do. So he was talking about retire after it, but it depends. I think he might feel it like he want to, but if he wins, he might still be hungry for more.
Thank you.
Hi, Marcin. Due to the way that Tom's fight with Curtis Blades went last year, do you see Tom as a fighter coming off a loss or not, because it was kind of down to an injury?
I don't think it's he's coming off a loss like he got beat up, right? He might coming off something bad happen, and that's something that might be in the back of his mind. But I'm not, I don't pay attention much about his mentality and his if there will be something bother him coming up to the fight. But he might. I don't know. I'm not focusing on this one.
And because of the injury, do you think there'll be any tentativeness at all, or are you expecting him to be 100% and coming forward from the off?
Yeah, that's another thing I'm not focusing on. I don't want to build my confidence about him being limping or something like this. I just hoping that he's 100% healthy and 100% ready. So that kind of opponent excites me the most.
Would you think of Tom or rank Tom as your toughest opponent today, or not?
Absolutely, yeah. I no doubts he's my toughest opponent in my career.
Best of luck, mate.
Thank you.
Marcin, to your left. Hi. A lot of the conversation in the media leading up to this fight has been about Tom, him coming back from injury, fighting on home soil, fighting in London. How does that sit with you? Are you happy being the guy who not too many people are talking about, or do you feel a little bit disrespected heading into this?
I don't mind my position in this one. I really like to be an underdog. I really like to be in the blue corner. As long as I'm not the champion, it's nice to be an underdog. Just I have more stake to cut in this fight. Yeah, that's my approach for those kind of fights. I don't mind it, like it's anyway. It's really busy for me. The fight week, everything. I know how attention it gets. I signed for it. So I don't feel like I'm just the background here. I just feel like the main hero also of the main event.
And a win over Tom would obviously be a real statement in the heavyweight division. And with it being so wide open, as Farah was saying earlier, who would be your natural next step in your quest to sort of get that shot at the title, do you think?
The closest it gets to the fight, I just don't want to see. I just want to think about next step. Yeah. And right now it's much more on focusing on happen on Saturday. But I don't mind to share it if that comes the way I planned it. And I probably will need another win to get a title. I don't know, Sergey Pavlovich.
And if you're looking at Tom stylistically, where do you think you have the greatest advantage in terms of the different facets of MMA?
Against Tom?
Yeah.
It's hard for mention just one. I just feel like I have to whatever he brings, I have to bring more. So I am just hoping to have advantage in every aspect.
And London has a very large Polish contingent. Are you expecting there to be a strong level of support for you in the arena on Saturday night?
I'm expecting to be some. Probably there will be much more British fans booing for me a little bit and cheering for Tom. But yeah, there will be Polish fan base there, and I will be focusing on them to make them happy.
Brilliant. Thanks a lot.
You spoke about the crowd. A lot of fighters have the O2 Arena on their bucket list of places to fight. Was London somewhere that you'd always looked forward to fighting?
Yeah. I was. That was a place I really want to fight. Once I know how big the martial arts here are, and yes, the O2 Arena. I've been attending the UFC events before here. I saw the atmosphere there, and that was really something I want to be a part of.
And you've headlined an event before in your career, a little bit earlier on into the UFC. What are the differences that you're finding this week?
For sure, there is a much more experience. That was like 6 or 7 years back, and there's lots of change. Like mentality, my approach to training, to fighting, to all this, fighting show in general. So it would take a while to mention everything, but it's a completely different mindset for this one.
And in terms of who you are as a fighter, how do you think you've developed since that time? You as a fighter, how do you think you've developed since that time?
Well, I developed physically for sure. My body changed. There's lots of stuff that I build up. I skilled up. There's, I was treated as a jiu-jitsu fighter before. Right now, I don't feel like there is a dominant, one thing dominant in my game. I think like I'm well-rounded and fully prepared. I'm a mixed martial artist.
And you've gone 2-0, I think it is, since moving camps. Can you talk about the impact that that's had to you?
Say again.
The impact that moving camps has had for you.
The moving camp? This one? You mean the camp? How
it's impacted your performances going forward? You moved camp, your new team.
The new team?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I joined the team about 7 fights ago. So I really loved it. I travel around the world and I found it the best place to train. Really getting a lot with my coach, Andrzej Kościelski. And yeah, he's a big part of this win streak and how the fighters I am right now.
And in terms of Tom, he's never been past the second round. So do you see that playing to your advantage, having gone the distance so many times before?
It might. I'm not 100% sure say it will. I'm not focusing on, I'm not building my confidence about he's getting tired in there. It might because it's unknown, but, we will find it out on Saturday.
Thank you.